That's actually pretty awesome. Ryan, you've got your. I'm going to lock on your screen here. Is this the?
That's it.
Is this the wrap cover?
No, this is just the lineup.
This is just the lineup.
I'm working on the wrap cover right now. Where is it? Yeah, this is the initial sketch for it. So, kind of going for like a NWA style where they're all looking down at you.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like that's like an NWA style where they're all just kind of like looking down at you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so for the wrap cover, that's for the secret perk, and you can only get that if you sign up to the email, and that's at www.kayascomic.com. And this is the only colored option whatsoever for my tiers because the entire thing is black and white.
Very cool.
Good shit. You got very clean lines.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We were just... I can't remember who I was just talking to. I talk to too many people these days.
Was it Simon with Blood Cunt?
Maybe. Yes, it was Blood Hunt, not Blood Cunt. That's the man of sex filter. He can't help himself.
There's no filter. Let me calibrate my work 1 second.
but yeah, he's doing like all black, and he's got an all black and white tier. Which is really cool because I know Nick over here is a big fan of just the black and white art.
And whites.
Mm-hmm.
Blacks and whites.
I'm an equal opportunity type of guy, folks.
And everything in between too. I mean, the whole grayscale.
Yeah.
Why not? More the merrier.
I'm liking this obelisk shooting the jizz out into the sky.
You're not too far off on that.
This is really cool.
I was going to say how awesome that was, and you just ruined it. Thank you very much.
Ruined it or made it better?
Little column A, little column B.
So you just passed your 4,000 mark. Congratulations!
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's I was actually surprised on how quick I hit the funding goal. We hit it within 4 days in the first week. So
yeah. Yours was one that yours started going like as soon as it launched. I was like, oh wow, there it goes.
Yeah, part of the campaign was definitely about getting people to watch the trailer because I'm doing all the things you're not supposed to be doing when you start a campaign, like systematically. Like you should have this. Nope, don't have that. Like.
You know what's pretty cool? I'm looking at this obelisk. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but I see two faces hidden in the black and white at the top of this obelisk. I'm not sure if that was purposeful, but it looks really cool. I might just be insane too.
I see what you're talking about.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I didn't notice that at first.
Yeah, I'm a little too observant sometimes.
Oh, don't be moving in on Brian's territory, man.
Yeah, he's a mansplainer, even though he calls himself the observer. He's Sir Mansplainer. All right, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's all good, man. That's all good.
No, but you were saying how you don't have all the boxes checked that most people do before they launch a campaign.
Yeah, like a following, like that helps out. Also, like YouTube presence, all that kind of stuff, just because I was coming off of a storyboard gig for Netflix, and I knew for a fact that I wasn't going to have any time to dedicate any of that stuff prior to going in. So I was like, I got to make sure that at least my trailer is killer. And that's where I focused all my energy on. So at any time that I pointed anybody at anything, it was like, check out the trailer. And if you go, cool, what is this? You're exactly where I want you to be.
Well, I mean, but you used your expertise to kind of propel, because that's kind of what you do, right? I mean, you do storyboards, you put a trailer together. That's not too, that's not very far off.
Yeah, I got like I wouldn't say like editing chops, but I got enough to put something together, But yeah,
that's awesome. I mean, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, I've been doing storyboards for 2 years now, but before that, I was a tattoo artist for 19 years.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool. That's some pretty interesting art background. We got Brendan Kemp from Wayward Comics is in the chat. Good morning, Brendan. Mr.
Rusty
Dusty Tortilla, the Rusty Gordita himself.
The Thrusty Gordita.
Thrust.
So, Ryan, you said you don't have a whole lot of social media presence, but I've seen you around quite a bit. I mean, you're no stranger to the Comicsgate scene, am I right?
No. I've been like we were talking about earlier. Noticed everything kind of popping up about like a year and a bit ago, right before Jawbreakers kind of hit, and just from what everybody was saying about it, I was like, this sounds ridiculous. Let me check it out. And I was like, oh, this is not what anybody's talking about. It's quite opposite of that. And that's what pulled me in, was watching Richard's videos, and then from there just chain reacted into everything else. And I was just like, man, there's a lot of weirdness being spun from this. It's not what people are trying to make it out to be.
So where did the story of KAYAS come from?
It came from a coffee shop, actually.
A coffee shop. You have to elaborate. Come on.
Okay. So in 2005, I was going to school for game art and animation. I was trying to take a break from tattooing just because my kid was on the way, and I was like, I just needed a shift of career. So I decided to go back to school, and I went to a coffee shop, and I just needed to draw something that wasn't like, sweet skulls and roses just for a second. Because, spending 19 years drawing all that stuff, you're just like, I need a break. So I just sat down, started drawing a character, which was just like a little teenage boy. I was like, all right, there he is. Now what? And then I drew a chicken with a nutsack chin. And I was like, oh, that's
good.
okay.
I think I'm good for KAYAS.
Sold. You just sold 20 copies.
And I drew a weird cat humanoid creature behind them. And I was like, all right.
Oh, no, furry.
Well, you got to have the cat creature in there just because, if you want to hit that anime manga crowd.
The Kate Sith.
And then I drew a giant rattlesnake behind it. And seriously, as soon as I threw the last lines of the rattlesnake, this story just like propelled out of nowhere into my mind, just like flooded it. And I was like, oh man, that's a thing. That's like a fully fleshed out, ridiculous story that just happened. Oh, I gotta keep this in mind. And so since 2005, I've been working away on it. And now's the time to actually hop on the thing and actually draw it up. So.
Oh, you did a wood print?
That's really cool.
That's really cool. I'm liking this wood print.
Yeah, I had to get myself the wood print also.
You got yourself.
Thank you.
I got the wood print with the secret perk because, the secret perk was it was awesome. I mean, I like those kind of things. Clint Sweetcast, he did that. He did the email list and got his early backers onto something special. I think that's really cool. That's a great way to drive your, that first boost in sales.
And that's exactly what it did.
Yeah, because you got people already waiting, going, all right, when's this coming out? I want to get my hands on it. And they don't even know what it is.
Yeah,
they just know they want it.
That's very true. When I actually first time I heard about KAYAS was on Norwal's channel and at the kids table, and the as soon as he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna put a wood print in it," I just typed in the chat "sold" and moved on from there.
Actually, I just put up a quick little video on my YouTube kind of talking about the wood prints because I've had people get a hold of me being like, what do you mean wood print? I don't understand. So I had to make a little
print on wood.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think I said that when I was first talking to you, Ryan, about how that's something that's a very, very unique perk because that's something that we've not seen yet on the Comicsgate scene, at least that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like weird little ways to make the regular things that you give away with these a little bit more valuable and have a little bit more staying power once it's in the hands of the customer and the people that back the project. What I'm working on right now, for the trading card here, if we hit the stretch goal coming up, the trading card is actually going to be part of an ongoing contest. So all the backers who have the trading card once it's unlocked we'll have to kind of keep it because there's going to be a contest announcement specifically involved with the trading card.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
You're gonna take me to a Denny's?
I treat everybody good. Get me some moons over my hammy and we're all good.
Is it gonna
Well,
be
that's
a foil
cool.
trading card? Because no one's doing fucking foil trading cards, and it's grinding my gears a little bit.
Well, we'll see where we end up at the end of the month, and then I'll be able to make my judgment call exactly how I want to make these cards. Because I was thinking of like where all the black is, just having it like either like the glossy coat or something like that. But I can't say anything on that until the campaign is all said and done.
Until it has been unlocked.
Exactly. And we're not too far away either, which is really awesome.
So what's that goal for the unlockment of the cards?
It's just the trading card
Card
stretch goal.
Signature.
Yeah.
Stretch.
Is that the $5,000 stretch goal?
Yep, that's the first one.
Yeah, you're pretty
Okay,
close.
nice. So yeah, you're getting close, very close. Yeah, this book looks awesome. I love your line work.
Thank you.
It's very sharp and clean.
Yeah, it's
Do
very,
you do
oriented.
all digital, or do you do a mix, or how do you do your art? How do you draw?
If I'm doing thumbnails, I find sometimes if I'm doing thumbnails digitally, it takes me longer because you have that nasty habit of wanting to zoom in on stuff when you're drawing digitally, and that's not the point of a thumbnail. You're supposed to draw it small and quick to get the idea. So sometimes I'll draw the thumbnails by hand, scan them in, or take a picture of them. But the rest of it's all digital, just because if I draw traditionally for too long, it destroys my hand. The unfortunate side effect of tattooing for nearly 2 decades.
Carpal tunnel.
Not so much carpal tunnel, but just gripping the pen is just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Have you developed
digitally,
that claw hand yet?
Yeah, that's it. Especially drawing with like the microns and stuff like that, because like I carve my lines out. I don't like feather them in. I'm sitting there like a caveman with a chisel, like get the line.
Oh, your customers must love you.
Well,
Like, ow!
Oh yeah.
As you're jamming the needle into the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, this does look really good. I've always liked your style and everything. I got a question though. Is like I've noticed that some of most of the Canadian artists that are coming from the Great White North seem to be more of a anime style or manga style to them. Is that because U.S. comics just didn't get up there, or y'all are more of a manga and anime, like not society, but it's in your culture when it comes to your entertainment?
An anime society.
Let's see. Well, for
Utopia.
yeah, we got all those sweet Soviet comics coming over.
Hentai society.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, definitely hentai society over here. I was talking with a buddy of mine. He was like, "Yeah, man, the project's looking good. Do you think there's going to be like any hentai for it?" And I was just like, "Only if it's successful enough."
Is that the mark?
Yeah, that's a real stretch goal. Growing up, I read like the classics, like Spider-Man, all that kind of stuff. That's what I grew up on. But as I got older, I got introduced to anime and manga, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what kind of cartoons are these? These are mind melting. And slowly shifted that way. Started reading black and white manga. Akira is a huge influence on me. Literally, like the thing that changed everything for me. And when I started drawing and get into comics, because I was tattooing, it's so detail oriented and line heavy. I needed to switch my style up so I could actually be able to produce something that's not going to take me eons.
Right. Well, cool.
No, it's amazing. I love your lines. They're so clean because I'm a sloppy little slut when it comes to my lines. These are just nice and so clean.
Oh,
I think
thank you.
Adam took a poop break.
No, I'm bad. I had to recharge my coffee.
Oh, okay. I see. That's why you just make a big old cup And
It
put
was
next.
a big cup when I sat down, and then I didn't refill it before we went live. It was my mistake, rookie mistake.
That is a rookie mistake.
Yeah, I got all my poops in. They're good. I'm good there.
Oh, your poops are in. Poops come after coffee as well.
The
Yes,
poops
they
are
do.
in.
Poops are. Sometimes you got to put them back in, save something for later.
It's like,
I like to get 2 in before the stream, and then usually 1 afterward.
Dude, you might